Hey, everybody. This is your daily dose of all things royal. Hello, my gorgeous, good looking friends. I am back and I have something that I think we need to put back on the radar. I want to revisit this blind item that was dated on July 26, 2022, where it says the illiterate one had multiple meetings with the ghostwriter writing her husband's biography. She wanted to make sure that there was a dumpster full of dirt in the book. Okay. Keep in mind that a month prior, they had just been humiliated at the Jubilee, as well as let's not forget that wonderful Book of Truth, Revenge by Tom Bower. Then a month later, Meghan does this interview with The Cut, and she is openly threatening the monarchy by dropping little indicators that she has more information that at some point, if she wants to tell it, she can because she didn't sign an NDA. Per this article or this written piece, it says, in the cottage is still theirs and has remained mostly untouched since they left. You go back and you open drawers and you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I was writing in my journal there? And here's all my socks from this time. So she drops the hint that she was keeping a diary. And we know for certain that Meghan's PR team, if not Meghan herself, leaks stories to the major lifestyle magazines in the United States, such as People Magazine, Us Weekly, In Touch Weekly, and Life and Style, to name a few. In many cases, we are aware that a lot of these articles have come from her in crafting her narrative or image. I think we need to go back and revisit some of these articles because, in my opinion, I think she has been dropping clues this whole entire time. Specifically, in the June 1st, 2020 issue of In Touch Weekly. I'm going to go ahead and read some of this article out to you. It is my belief that she is 100% behind this. And what is concerning to me is that with the clues of her stating that she has this journal and that Harry has this book coming out, and if she had a hand in it, then some of the things that were mentioned in this article could possibly show up in Harry's book, especially if Meghan had a hand with working with the ghostwriter and giving information. So grab a glass of wine and buckle up because this is rough. So just keep in mind, back in 2020, the world, at least the United States, still was in love with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, or at least didn't care about them enough to pay attention to what was going on with them in their daily lives. So this particular issue, I guarantee, was overlooked because she was not selling magazines. I think it was only till after the Oprah interview is when she got this world recognition of people saying, "No, that doesn't seem right," and people started to then look into her. This article is about some of the contents that was leaked from this so-called journal that Meghan was keeping. So we all know that she had a journal because she confirmed it in the Cut interview. So you tell me if you believe some of this information and think it's true. The article says, Charles isn't the only royal who's kept a private journal. Meghan Markle has shared with some of her friends that she kept a diary after moving into Kensington Palace in 2017 ahead of her engagement to Prince Harry. Where have we heard her sharing intimate details before? And that she continued to detail her life after joining the royal family in 2018. And those pals are now dishing on the diary. Meghan, was it you that orchestrated this? I wonder, just like the People article of which you trashed your father? The palace is in a panic over what's in it, a source tells In Touch exclusively. And what if it falls into the wrong hands? It's full of jaw-dropping secrets that the royal family would never want the world to know. For starters, the source claims the diary contains intimate secrets about Meghan and Harry, including what their first dates were like. Meghan couldn't believe that this was happening to her, that she might really become a princess. Yeah, that sounds like Meghan. She knew Harry loved her, but did she love him? The answer, of course, was yes. With his money, I think. And she couldn't wait to be a princess. Oh, we believe that. The diary, the source says, also contains Meghan's step by step plan to leave the royal family. There's information that isn't out there about how they plotted their exit and why they were so determined to leave and never look back. When you think about this, back in 2020, if you read this, you would have been like, nah, they didn't plan it since the beginning. They really had a hard time. Fast forward, Tom Bauer, in his book Revenge, confirms that they had been planning this since 2018. I actually believe that there is truth to this article, and it came from Meghan. The article continues and says Meghan apparently also details her bumpy relationship with Queen Elizabeth II, says the source. When they met, they instantly clicked, and the Queen took Meghan under her wing. But soon there were signs they were butting heads after it leaked that Her Majesty had denied Meghan's request to wear one of the monarch's emerald tiaras on her 2018 wedding day. Meghan was so upset and humiliated, says the source, that she broke down in tears in front of the Queen. I bet she 100% did that because she didn't get what she wanted. Next, the article goes into the relationship with Kate. So the title of this segment says Clashing with Kate. On top of that, Meghan couldn't help but feel the Queen favored Prince William's wife, Kate Middleton, the future Queen, over her. It's long been reported that Meghan and Harry feel the palace has protected Kate from media scrutiny, yet stood by as Meghan was torn apart by the British press. Meghan's expressed her frustrations over feeling neglected by the royal family, says the source. Yeah, that totally sounds like Meghan. The way Meghan sees it, the royals threw her to the wolves. That's exactly what she alluded to in the Oprah interview. Kate, 38, gave Meghan the cold shoulder, claims the source. Despite Meghan's efforts to be nice, Kate wouldn't speak to her for weeks. Her silence was scary. Now pay attention to this next paragraph. As has been reported, Kate ended up in tears after a mysterious incident involving daughter Princess Charlotte and Meghan at a bridesmaid's dress fitting ahead of Meghan and Harry's nuptials. Meghan will never forget that day, and I'm sure it's well documented in her journal, says the source. Meghan won't think twice to slam Kate. Meghan pokes fun at her frumpy style and even her sex life with William, or lack thereof. Come on now, guys. You don't think that Meghan is throwing out this stuff? I mean, what did she do on the Oprah interview? She lied and threw Kate in such a bad light and was extremely disparaging of her because she could do it. And the fact that this article says that she would do it, I think there's truth there. The article continues, and for me, I believe that these are some of the themes that are going to be included in Harry's book in January. It says, Meghan has more to say about William, too. Last year, rumors emerged in the British media that the Duke of Cambridge had an affair with Kate's friend and their country neighbor, Rose Hanbury, while Kate was pregnant with Prince Louis. Meghan could have written all about the deep, dark secrets behind the cheating scandal and how drama surrounding that, not her rivalry with Kate, is the reason William and Harry fell out. Because Harry ripped into William about the rumors, says the source. That's not all that could infuriate William. Meghan's discussed selling some of Princess Diana's dresses. Meghan has to pay the bills somehow. I don't believe that about the dresses. I don't know where she would get her hands on Diana's dresses unless Harry was able to get some of them. But I do believe, and I've said this before, that I do think that this affair might come up in the book Spare. This other piece, though, threw me for a loop when I read it because this is something to me that I think is new. It does say now, Charles also won't come out unscathed. Meghan and Charles famously developed a close bond that was only strengthened when he walked her down the aisle after her father dropped out of the royal wedding. But their relationship also has hints of scandal. At one point, Charles wouldn't stop talking about Meghan's stunning looks, says the source. She's bound to have written about how he flirted with her, even in front of his wife, Camilla Parker Bowles. William got a kick out of watching it all. He thought it was hilarious and would wind Harry up about it. Really now? Is this where we're going? Seriously, if this shows up in Harry's book, you know that this woman is like seriously needs to be committed. Somehow I wouldn't be surprised based on all the shenanigans and lies that this woman has done in order to climb her way up to the top and will do anything to stay there. I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention because I don't think many people paid attention back then to what was being said. And with so many lies that she has already told, we have to now question everything. And this should be no different. We cannot dismiss this and say, oh, well, this is all trash tabloid magazines. Well, these trash tabloid magazines are the same magazines that Meghan is directly giving information to. And I don't think that this is a coincidence that this is, was mentioned that there's a diary that was kept. And then in the Cut article, it brings up and floated that there was a journal that was kept. So do I believe that there's truth to it? Yes, I do. What do you guys think? Just a quick, short video. I wanted to bring this to you because I thought it was, worth taking a look at and sort of thinking through because it is possible. Leave your thoughts below. I will be back soon with some more content. Until then, be safe, and I'll check you later. Bye.
It was such a fraud.